a Dyson DC40 Mark II. Very common vacuum. We've covered it a lot on this channel, and today is a really common fault with these. There is a hose running inside of this machine which splits and causes it to be ruined. So if you notice no suction, recline your vacuum cleaner and look underneath and see this torn inner changeover hose. We're going to get that changed very quickly and very simply. Before watching this video, you will need to spend £10 currently, time of filming this, on a new or used hose, and then we can get started. So let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, we start off by taking off the hose, top of the handle, mainly just to help you with filming this, and the cyclone and the head, and it makes this whole job a lot easier. If we take off the post motor filter and its ball, and then take our trusty T15 and undo the 4 screws which hold the back plate on for the filter, we can now see we have some access to where we need to be. And yeah, this is the changeover valve. This is what moves and flicks around when you change the machine. On this side, we need really to remove this shell. So a pair of needle nose pliers, half a turn, this cap comes off, and then again into the edges of this black plastic nut and loosen it, and then it should start to come off just like so. And then once this is off, we can see the other side. Excellent. Now for most of this, we're going to need to have this reclined so that this is down. However, we then have a pain with this, but this is the best way that I have found to do it without stripping the entire machine down. The first thing that we're going to do is hook this spring off of that tab, and with a little screwdriver you can do it. You might have to put the machine back upright again, but there we go. Look, pulled it back off, and then you can sort of finagle it out of the way, ready for later. Then you take a T8, and these screws shouldn't be very tight. I can do this with my fingers. Start taking out all of the screws on this side, and said screws, see, this is where you need to be careful. Look, we've already lost one of these. Where you gone? Oh, there's dirt pouring out of here. Hang on, let me find the missing bit that I've just dropped. Here it is. All the screws that we're taking out have these little plastic locking caps on, and you want to not lose those. This washer goes underneath there. Then there's another little T8 here on the top, there we go, look, with its plastic washer, and then we can flip her around and undo the T15 that holds the hose clamp into place, and then back to your T8 and undo these 2 screws here, which are what gives it all the spring it needs to help flick the hose into place. Again, finger tight, doesn't need to be too bad, and then manoeuvre it around, we should be able to just slide the entire assembly out of the cleaner. And this is what we need to focus on next. Oh dear, look, remnants of plaster dust. Oh my goodness. Not our problem. We're not here to fix that. We are here to fix this. Yes, so next step we need to do is, again, on the T8, undo these 2 screws. Now these screws have washers on them, and then I try and keep the orientation of this exact now, because you need to put it back together the correct way. So if I stick it like that, we can move on and open up our brand new one. Now I wasn't quite aware that they made these like pattern parts. I thought I was just going to get a genuine one and they were quite cheap, but no, brand new remanufactured parts. And at this stage it is now a case of the reverse of removal. Put the brackets back on. This and this, like so. Now this bit's really fun. You've got to slide this in with this one going through the top hole, this one going through the bottom hole, and the spring not being destroyed. It's doable in the way that, you know, fiddly horrible things are always doable. You've got, and obviously this hose really doesn't help because it is incredibly springy, but eventually, no, yes, it goes into place-ish enough. So yeah, that's in there, this is in here. What is going to be a problem though is our hose isn't sitting very nicely into place. And if we lift up the blockage removal port, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but the seal folds in on itself. This happens on new and old hoses, so simply sort of push it in and you'll get the last couple of, there it is, the last couple of mil it needs to sit very straight, and then it's simply a case of putting all of the screws back into place. With everything done up, the next little thing to note is this spring has to go back. And it's fairly easy, but you need to be very careful indeed. So, gotta hold it in a way that I can show you and do it. Oh my goodness, see, that's what you don't want to happen. It doesn't want to go like that. It's just got to sit it just right, just like that. Sit it just on top, and then you push, and that's it. That sits on there. You do have to be careful not to break that, otherwise you have to basically replace this entire bottom skeleton. Look back on my video of the snapped Dyson DC40 where we had to do just that, and yes, I've done it before. It is painful when you do it, but in theory we can now put everything else back together and we will have ourselves a working hose. Check it flicks properly. With the wheel you can just sort, there we go, you can do it without doing the changeover valve. Yeah, so last little bit of reassembly should see us ready to test it and check it wasn't blown up or something in the first place, because I haven't done anything bar this so far. that works very well indeed. Time of filming this video, it's about 3.5 weeks after I got the pneumatic quick, and it has been in use quite a lot, obviously. With 12 vacuums in 12 months being an Aquavac 620, this thing has pulled a nice amount of dirt out of the carpet. So yeah, very simple fix. You know, if this happens to you, don't despair. Oh, ow. Just get it changed and fix your machine for a tenner with the aid of this video. So I hope that's helped. Hope you have enjoyed. Let me know if you ever had to do this job, and if so, how long did it take you. But until the next time, and probably definitely another poorly down on its luck Dyson, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.